It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
You're only alive because we want you to be.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet. Hi, I'm Alice. I'm Alice.
Greater need of a quiet corner than me. From the clatter of the footsteps, there is only one person following. I don't know how many the beast could take. Watched it overwhelm 3 skinheads who thought I was their victim. I'm used to getting stuck in. The second time, I'd convinced myself I was over it, that I was okay, that I could live a normal life. Wrong. So, at least I'm able to prepare. Reconnaissance. I couldn't count on being so lucky a second time. It still tore my head apart when the beast came through.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
I can't afford to have anyone around when the beast wakes. Casual relationships have foundered on this rock. You won't let anyone get close to you is a phrase I've heard more than a few times. It's true, and of course, I will not tell them why. There's no predictable pattern to it. Years can go on quietly, but I once had to feed the beast twice in 6 weeks.
I need to talk about Alice Monroe.
What have you been doing with Alice Monroe?
What haven't I? What have you heard?
The tarot readers have predicted that she's the next victim. Do you think we should do something?
Want to fool around?
Is that really all you think about? It's starting to look like August has a serial killer targeting redheads. Look at my hair, Zach. Does this look red to you?
I believe I am unique amongst all mankind, and if I am, then why terminating in my victims? No true innocents have been fed to the beast, though that first time was pretty close. But everyone since has put themselves in my path. It's a way to live with the monstrosity of it. It's barbaric, but at least I tell myself the Slayer only takes those that the world is better off without. I find a good spot. The entrance to a yard, deep in shadow, under dark walls with a shuttered double door. Just a drunk taking a piss. I stagger into the killing ground. For a moment, I think the footsteps are going to pass. Is just being careful before he doubles back.
Zach, let me stop you there. You are one creepy fellow. Now, I don't know what you had going on with Dorota, but I don't want anything to do with it. Do not come back here. Please.
Voice is higher pitched than I expected. Nerves making him speak, perhaps. He turns slowly as if I'm a little off balance. Sorry, I don't smoke. I look him in the face. He looks rough. Sweating, even though it's after midnight and cool. His eyes are glazed over with large pupils. The spots on his neck seem to shine in the distant neon. I can smell his breath, sour with the stink of rotting teeth. A smackhead, I guess. He needed his medicine. He has no choices about his life. Fuck you! Give me the money! He pulls out the knife from inside his jacket. 8 inches. Big enough to skewer an elephant. And I'm relieved. I needed to see the threat. Negate. Let the Slayer come through.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Breezes. My hand seize him with strength many times my own. My right hand crushes his larynx as the left reaches the knife from his, dislocating his elbow. Blood gushes from his mouth and nose. I turn his head away to avoid the spray and feel his neck break under my hand. The beast drinks in his life force as it spills out, greedily lapping it like a cat at pool of spilled milk. A great warm surge of energy courses through me, just a trickle of the stream the Slayer is drawing in. The broken body crumbles in my grasp. All the shit mingled with the hot blood. I toss the body away, expecting it to flutter in the air, the torn wrapper of a toothsome morsel. The ecstasy fades, and calling me to the coolness of the night. Time to get out of here. Not running. That draws attention. Walk briskly and purposefully away from the broken heap in the shadows. A long walk to the night bus. Past a couple of stops. Missing one bus. Thin drizzle mists the street light. I pull my hood closer, seeking anonymity, meeting no eyes as I walk. Trafalgar Square at last. So full of people, none of them knowing, an almost post-orgasmic lethargy fills me as I wait in the rain. By the time the night bus arrives, the high has passed, leaving me drained and depressed, and as I think about the weeks ahead of me, the paranoid wait to see if they're going to catch. When there's another long walk through the rain, the tiredness dragging on my safe home at last. A one-bedroom flat in the most anonymous. Found the body yet. Jaded slumber of the beast. Headlong. The clothes I wore are bagged and ready for disposal. I'll take them to the dump tomorrow first thing. Then I'll need to trawl through the charity shops ready for the next time.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Titus would allow him. He was looking forward to a good long soak in a hot bath to restore the circulation to his extremities, and after that, well, he needed a new coat anyway. He wondered how many times more he would have to do this. It had been a good while since the last.
Zach, please stop asking. It's not gonna happen.
Just undo a few buttons.
Are you bullying me into taking my clothes off for you? That's sleazy. Just leave, Zach, before I call Chief DuPont.
Because I wanted to. And it's a long story. Bang. Came from outside. It had been set up. I'd shot Vanessa, and now I was literally holding a smoking gun about to get caught. Wait a minute, I called towards the door. Think. Quickly pulling out the desk drawers, I searched for some kind of solution. Pretzel, postcard, pair of pickle-shaped cufflinks. And there it is, in the bottom drawer, the patchwork quilt Mom sent me over 2 Christmases ago. I was never going to see any other kind of action, so I throw it over Vanessa's body and open the door. It's almost too late before I realize I'm still holding the gun. But I quickly stuff it down the back of my pants. It's hot. Officer Peters looks me up and down. She's hot too, but not as hot as the gun in the back of my pants. I wince. Yes, officer? We've had a report of gunshots coming from this building. Didn't hear a thing, I tell her, smiling sheepishly. Mind if I take a look around? No, not at all, I say, letting her through. Her tour of the office takes about 5 seconds. 5 solar seconds. And then she finds... nothing. Something catches her eye. She runs her fingers across the back of my couch. Alpaca. I nod, worriedly. She nods appreciatively. Mind if I try? I protest as she sits down, but it's too late. She's definitely sitting on Vanessa's bleeding body. She's armed, so I'll need to be quicker, or maybe run. A window, I could jump, say 20 flights. It's soft, she says. It's then I realize Vanessa's body's gone. Just the throw remains. Still stroking the couch, she continues. Why do you keep the quilt on it? I'm in shock. It can get pretty dirty, I reply. Oh, I'll bet it does, she winks. So, I was wrong. Apparently the quilt could have some action after all, but not tonight. There was a corpse walking around somewhere, and it didn't have many places to hide. Officer Peters sighs. I'll get going then. Heading for the door, she turns around one last time. Be careful, she whispers. I'm really not supposed to say this, but the chief thinks there's an onomat on the loose. When they get in your head, you can't get them out. Well, if I hear something, I'll let you know. No, you don't want to hear anything, not from an op.
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Ouch. Just like before I shot her. I believe you, I say, looking at my gun. But I just shot you. You didn't shoot me, she smiles. I told you to think that you'd shot me, and you did. So, my alpaca couch, I ask hopefully? Well, the gunshot's real. The alpaca took it in the chest. I grimace. 6 weeks wasted. I knew I had a reason for wanting her dead. I point the gun at her and sneer. What do you want from me? I want you to help me make more onomats. I lower the gun. You mean like, babies? No, silly. I mean like this. She curls a finger to beckon me over. Come here. I move towards her because I want...
Claude,
Yeah, you know what? She was right.
Chief, what a surprise to see you. Again.
Why didn't you tell me Ellis was next?
I told you Dorota was first. And that didn't turn out very well, did it? Let's hope Sam does a better job than you did.
Push. Now, go and tell the chief.
Dreams
And nightmares.
with Poe and Monroe. So, Helen's written in that I was a caterpillar, slowly nibbling on a... The sun goes down, and I feel my skin shedding in the darkness. I huddled down and wait.
Chief, I wanted to ask you something.
What did you want to ask?
Am I still a suspect?
Yes.
But I was playing football, and there was loads of witnesses. How?
Everyone is a suspect.
It's ridiculous.
Is it about the boudoir photos?
Yeah. So it's true then?
I haven't seen them. I'm sorry.
Justin shot all the time. How could she be so different? Just can't process it all.
Poe? So, Helen, firstly, just say to you,
Chief DuPont. Thanks for calling in.
I'm just checking you're safe.
At the moment, my heart's beating 1,000 times a minute and I can't sit still. Every noise or knock on the door makes me jump out of my skin, and I keep looking behind me. Is that safe?
Have I ever let you down? What's really worrying you?
That you're just saying you're doing things when you're not actually doing anything. What's the plan, Chief DuPont? How do we stop this from happening? How do we stop me from dying?
Well, that was quite an interesting dream. I
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
well, I can in fact tell you that a tower does in fact symbolize a quest for understanding.
understand.
And climbing stairs can show that you're achieving your goals.
Oh, so he is achieving his goals.
So, what I think is happening here is that you are striving for success. And it could be you're suffering from imposter syndrome, which is actually quite a common thing to suffer from. But what I can say to you, Simeon, is that you need to start believing in yourself. It's very important that you believe in yourself, and if good things happen to you, then please just embrace them. Embrace them and keep moving forward and keep striving for the best. Thank you for your dream.
You're listening to Radio August. Monroe.
Open it mid. Lacey or Finley. The old man hopped on his tripod and was tattered over.
Hello, lovely. Take a look at this. It's a picture of Dorota.
I don't want to see pictures of your conquests.
It's not like that. It's just a press photo. Do you see anything in it?
A girl.
Beautiful lady. I can make you look like that, Violet. You just need to know.
Halfway. The street lamp paused for a moment, then turned into the narrow entrance. The young men looked up and down the street.
Hello, I'm Rain.
In a corner while they decided their observations. Then they sent me back into the world with a letter for my physician and a bottle of tranquilizers. I was very, very lucky I was not connected with the police manhunt after the body was found. Maybe it's true that the devil looks after his own. Night's night. It's been building up in me for the last 8 days, so tonight I'll go looking for trouble. The gates of madness open at midnight. There's no point in trying to fight it, so I have to try and keep as much control as I can. Out there, it's a chill night, and there's been rain, so I can keep the hood up on my parka without looking suspicious on the surveillance cameras. I take the train down to King's Cross, more anonymous than the tube, and fewer cameras. Hold up the hood and walk out into the rain.
Who is Sophia?
You saw her, did you? She's my goddaughter, at that age where she overshares.
Is she a ghost?
What makes you say that, Rain? Is there something about her aura?
Puddles in the road. I weave and stumble a bit, just a bloke who's had a skinful in his...
What is it, Ray?
I have a plan.
You do? Enlighten me.
Maybe Ellis should stay with us. Maybe Ellis should stay with Chief Dupont.
With his track record, I'm pretty sure he'd like to lock Ellis up, you know, for safety. But it probably would break a couple of Geneva Conventions, even if it was for her own good.
He thinks he is stalking me, but I have a greater...
Hi, Rain. Did you miss me while I was gone?
So, Ellis Munro.
I'm honestly not going to try and lie about this one. We've told Sam, and I think that's all we can do.
Really?
I believe Sam is going to save Ellis. According to the Ouija, this could play out in a lot of different ways, but mostly saving Ellis.
What other ways?
Ellis could run, Ellis could die, Ellis could be saved, mistaken identity, someone else dies. There's a lot of noise coming from the beyond. But it's not just a load of voices saying Ellis will die. Sam's got this.
surely must be others. I cannot believe I am unique amongst all. There's no first.
Haven't you done enough predicting my death?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just kidding. I know it's not your fault. Well, unless you're the killer.
Have you made a decision about the show?
I think it's a no. Sorry. It's just the reading that you gave me the other day. I don't want to scare off the audience.
Why would I scare off your listeners? What reading? Why would I scare off your listeners?
They don't want to hear talk of death and darkness. Well, they do, if it's in a story. But you can't tell them they're going to die.
I said you were going to die.
You didn't say you're going to die, just like that, but I remember the death card. And the devil. And you said it was... what was the word you used? My challenge. That I needed to die so I could be free from my chains. I know you said it doesn't mean literal death, but maybe it does.
Crackhead, I guess, in need of his medicine. Well, he had no choices about his life than me.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Let the Slayer come through. Ringside seat as the Terminator or Bruce Lee or Mike Tyson or all three combined takes control of my body and pours through it. The wild exhilaration of the beast sets my senses on fire even though I'm riding pillions. The hunter now becomes the hunted, freezes. My hand seize him with strength many times my own. My right hand crushes his larynx as the left reaches the knife from his, dislocating his elbow. Blood gushes from his mouth and nose. I turn his head away to avoid the spray and feel his neck break under my hand. The beast drinks in his life force as it spills out, greedily lapping it like a cat at pool of spilt milk. A great warm surge of energy courses.
Do you believe Tower can predict things now?
I'm not one for mystics in crystal balls. I'm a Virgo.
It says you're lying about your alibi.
Well, I suppose it has a 50-50 chance of getting it right.
Hey, I'm calling me to the...
What a day. Alice Munro, then. Looks like our traveller likes redheads.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Well, what then? Just young women in general? I think it's definitely looking for redheads.
drizzle missed the street light. I pull my hood close.
Ron, what are we going to do about Ellis?
What would you do about Alice?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Let's think. What have we tried before?
A few times we've caught up with the Traveller and nothing's worked.
Talking to them?
If we lock up the killer until Mercury tells us Ellis is safe, that could work. But who is the killer?
Alice.
Oh, shish. I have no idea.
Chief Ray. Chief Tupon. Zach. Sam. Zach. Hi, Zach.
I think so too. I need a reason to visit him though.
In his heart, he doubted it was over. In 6 years, the Slayer had never been back in the lamp. And then,
Who are you? What are you doing in my house? Get out now before I call the police!
Walking on a tightrope across a pool of sharks. But the sharks don't seem to notice me. They're busy.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Hi, I'm... Hi. Hi, I'm Shapeshifting.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Sabi hindi ako aalis. Noche Buena in Filipino celebrations will not. Hi, Juicy Fam. This is...
Very good.
Thank you for your drink.
Josh had you some memes. Yeah, and it was like this whistle thing. See, yeah, the whistle edit meme. You guys notice? I know. Forget making movies. Don't make movies. That's it. If you're on TikTok, you're gonna start. You have to keep it.
Do you know?
Well, you don't know me, but I know you. Well, you don't know me, but I know you. Well, you don't
there's a museum in the UK that has a big torrent disease.
Friendly with me, John. Which will squeamish, do not look at this, okay? This probably look. Maybe. Egg. Shit. Dashi.
The new year.
I dream that I'm in a strange house, but in the dream it's my house.
Lexicorn, how thin are these walls?
What do you mean the walls are thin?
I can hear you screaming at your Ouija board. Last night too. I feel like I've heard your whole life story.
What did you hear?
Does Sam like me? Is Violet a lesbian? Will Ellis die? Will Bronwyn die? That last one, don't worry about that.
Why not? Because you're immortal.
Och, I am Bronwyn MacLeod from the Clan MacLeod, and I am immortal. You silly badger.
Jewel,
Our job is so stressful.
Tell me about it. Chasing around the unknown, trying to triumph good over evil, generally standing around helpless watching people die.
Why do we do it?
And leave Bron on her own, quite possibly to die. I'm locked in now, until the end. Whatever that may be.
Poe's Curiosity Shop. Okay, so please explain to the listeners what...
Sorry, we're closed. Unless you're here for something else.
I'm a friend of Dorota's.
Dorota. Sorry about what happened.
Dorota told me things about you.
Things? That's ominously vague. I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Lexi.
Lexi? I like it. It's got an edge.
Dorota says she knew you. You're dating Violet, aren't you? I know what you did to Dorota. Dorota says she knew you.
Yeah, she had a portrait session with me. Can I get you a drink?
No thanks. Sure.
Here, I've only got vodka. You're old enough to drink wine.
Of course.
Just checking. Have you ever thought about dyeing your hair red? I think it would suit you.
I know what you did to Dorota. You're dating Violet, aren't you?
No, we're just friends.
That's not what you told Sam. That's not what Violet thinks.
Violet doesn't always see things clearly. It's fine. You know how to handle her.
Doesn't see what clearly? What do you mean, handle her?
You know, some women, they think a bunch of flowers means a relationship. Anyway, what I'll be talking about Violet. Let's talk about you.
I know what you did to Dorota.
You know, you're quite striking. It's a shame Dorota's not here. We could have taken some great shots of you two together. Would you like me to photograph you, Lexi?
No.
Why don't we switch places? Here. Take this.
Don't get drugged. You'll revert to your natural form. Nobody wants to see that.
These photos are going to be fantastic. You'll love them. How about you take this off? Now, arch your back. Wait. What's happening?
Don't get drugged. You'll revert to your natural form. Nobody wants to see that.
What's happening to you? Wait, what? Oh!
See, it said, Mother was right. You are fat. You can't be trusted. You need her. Penn tried. She really did. She...
Hi, I'm Alice. I'm Alice.
All this proved one thing. Penn still needed her mother. The first appointment at the clinic cost most of Mother's jewelry. Then there was the vessel to pay for. That cost Penn her books and a few items of clothing. Even so, a human vessel was out of the question. Animals were cheaper. Bigger ones cost more, but only one's hind would do. The African gray was a good fit. Beady eyes, the same smug squawk. Pen didn't bother one. The bird took up a perch on the back of her with talonous disapproval. The sight of the bird's claws, her mother's claws, piercing the chair's upholstery, pierced Pen's eyes. She didn't or fail anymore. She just had to do as she was told. Always was. Hey, the Baby Pen, cry baby Pen, pull yourself together. And just like that, Pen.
I'm Zach Weston, just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
At Busan be shrunk by mystics, and the process.
I think we should break up.
Oh, sheesh.
Why do you want to break up?
I don't love you. I'm cheating on you.
With who?
Dorota.
Dorota isn't here anymore. It's the curse of sleeping with you, obviously. How dare you break up with me? It's my decision. And I haven't made my mind up yet.
The circular face, and what looks like could have perhaps been maybe a shiny metal. And
Where do you think it's from? What
where is it
area?
from?
Where in the world is this from?
Europe?
No.
Just trying to
A
think.
while ago we had a story from this part of the world as well. Do you remember?
China?
No.
Mexico?
No.
I mean, we could just name every country you've ever had on the show.
Do you remember the queen who was undressing? It's from there. Egypt.
Oh, it's from Egypt.
Yes. So, I'll explain it to you. It's more about what you can do. What do you think you might do with the mirror?
If I'm honest, at first because of the handle, I thought maybe a weapon of combat. But then if I look at it more closely, I would say a mirror, a handheld mirror.
You're right. Well done.
Wow.
But it's not just a mirror. Makeup and check your hairstyle. By the way, an impeccable customer.
Oh.
There's a reflecting mirror. It was used for teleportation. Allegedly, you could look in the mirror, close your eyes, no, I've tried it. Maybe works for you. You try it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna imagine somewhere else. And
Hi, I'm Alice. I'm Alice.
When, and she was an onomat, or so she said. I'm not sure I believe they exist. She wasn't any. I did. They tell you to do something and then you can't resist. Except I think I shot her because I wanted to. Bang, bang, bang. The office door shook with the time for company. Had I been set up? Holding a smoking gun, about to get caught. Think. Quickly pulling out the desk. Yes, in the bottom drawer, the patchwork quilt Mom sent me over 2 Christmases ago. I was never going to see any other kind of... Before I realized I'm still holding the gun. But I quickly...
Was it a gold coin? I should have known. It's the same as Birmingham. Although they beheaded the victims, they all had gold coins on their mouths. It's their way of marking their territory to prove it's their work.
5 seconds. 5 solar seconds. And then she finds... nothing. Something catches her eye. She runs her fingers across the back of my couch. Alpaca? I nod, worriedly. She nods appreciatively. Mind if I try? I protest as she sits down, but it's too late. She's definitely sitting on Vanessa's bleeding body. She's armed, so I'll need to be quicker, or maybe run. It's soft, she says. It's then I realize Vanessa's body's gone. Just the throw remains. Still stroking the couch, she continues. Why do you keep the quilt on it? It can get pretty dirty, I reply. Oh, I'll bet it does, she winks. So, I was wrong. Apparently the quilt could have some action after all, but not tonight. There was a corpse walking around somewhere, and it didn't have many places to hide. Officer Peter sighs. I'll get going then. Heading for the door, she turns around one last time. Be careful, she whispers. I'm really not supposed to say this, but the chief thinks there's an onomat on the loose. And when they get in your head, you can't get them out. Well, if I hear something, I'll let you know. No, you don't want to hear anything, not from an onomat. If you find one, shoot it. That's the only way to deal with them. That's how we deal with them. And with that, she's gone. I shut the door firmly behind her and retrieved the gun firmly behind me. Believe me now? I know that voice. I turn and see Vanessa upright on the couch, just like before I shot her. I believe you, I say, looking at my gun. But I just shot you. You didn't shoot me, she smiles. I told you to think that you'd shot me, and you did. So, my alpaca couch? I ask hopefully. Well, the gunshot's real. The alpaca took it in the chest. I grimace. 6 weeks wasted. I knew I had a reason for wanting her dead. I point the gun at her and sneer. What do you want? I lower the gun. You mean like, babies?
We've got a new target. Alice Marie. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed the girl and she got raped. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, was going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn and Lexi lied about being together last night. Lexi's doing some investigating for you. As if that will help. Rain told you about the Butcher of Birmingham. It's a thing. It's an interesting read. Most tarot readers hang out with death. His explanation of it? It's all fairy tales, so I'm not going to involved. Violet says she doesn't remember last night. Violet told you about her brush with aliens? You seem far too interested in those kind of things. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. He said he's been drugging girls to the studio. Looking into that. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Oscar's in the pier. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. How many people would know that? That's it.
That's interesting.
I don't know what you are, but stay the hell away from me.
The person she's observing in the dream want to face. It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with the angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I've been gatekeeping this ramen noodles. They're just creamy, spicy, and I'm officially addicted. But if you're using bolas, I made that bitch famous. I made that bitch famous. For all the girls that got kicked from Kanye. I made that bitch famous.
Oh, I'm at Mike, so looking away.
Oh, I need coffee. Hello, what are you? Gotta give me this.
His fingers, then resumed his painful progress.
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news. Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy.
Probably right here. Why? I didn't realize I was under house arrest. Thanks for the advice. I hope I'm not the only suspect.
let's just not even get. Just like para ito get any better tonight. Tek.
To try and keep as much till night, and they're...
You're the detective. Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt him? You know, this town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August? The official story is that Mary August retired from a life on the high seas, found a nice spot here, and used her ill-gotten gains to establish a town. That's not what really happened. It's true that Mary August was a pirate, but she didn't retire. Her ship was sunk on the rocks just off the coast. Mary and all of her crew sought refuge in a small fishing town, this one. They slaughtered everyone, men, women, and children, all dead and dismembered in their own homes. The bodies were dumped in a mass grave. Well, the body parts. The pirates moved in. No one knows. It seems at some point it was built over and then forgotten about. It could be under the school, or the church, or right beneath our feet. We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger? Terrible. Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by? On air, much of our broadcast is pre-recorded, but we always do the hourly news live. Only a madman, or woman. Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe, that was her idea. Our show? We were just another local radio station before that. It was Monroe who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Don't tell me you haven't heard it, detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about. Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctor surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house. I believe she charmed the local electrical store into donating them, in exchange for free advertising, of course. We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all these things. I believe not. She has a big heart, and in my opinion, August too. On that note, I should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Monroe, detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
Let the Slayer come through. Rings. Hyphenaural. What?
I delivered radios all over town. I don't think I should have bothered with some of them, though. I don't think... Violet, is it? I don't think Violet liked me very much. Maybe. I don't know why anyone would be threatened by me, though. I'm not interested in stealing anyone's man.
Like a cat. Your energy courses through me. Just a trickle of the stream the Slayer is drawing in.
Oh, it's you. I was hoping it might be Zach. No? Oh, him, yes. I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though. Are you mocking me, Sam? No, I have never met the man. No. And I've got some very important news for him if he ever shows up. Yes. If he ever shows up. Yes, now I remember. It's the one in the hall. Sometimes cuts through the unbearable silence in this place. Not really. I expected her to be blonde for some reason.
Cramp. Safe home at last.
Sorry, Sam, what can I do for you? Yeah, I always cry around this time of night. What's the point, Sam, huh? If we can't save them. Mercury is a curse. It's like some tourist guide for murders. I try for Lexi and Ray to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but we haven't so far. What if we can't make a change? Maybe if we could just save one person, Sam. Alice. We need to save her. We need to. It rings a bell, but no. Sorry, Sam. Yes, she's definitely got a monkey on her back. I saw her get changed. She's got all these scars on her back in the shape of a monkey. Like they've been burned into her. What the hell happened to her, Sam? Yes, I've managed to sneak a look at her laptop. She's been Googling Ellis Munro.
Don't seem to notice me. They're busy playing poker. I fall, but...
Now that's someone I get mistaken for all the time. It's not me. Chief Dupont has made a mistake. I don't know what you're talking about, Detective. Something you want to ask me, Sam? Honestly? You don't? Once they're caught, a few hours later they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them. Continuously trying to stop them ruining lives. No, but they don't like being exposed. If Mercury pointed them out, they're already in trouble. We'd do a reading. Mercury would know.
And the process caused the pain you see on his face.
He's off the radio. I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help. Great. Let me just draw 3 cards for you. This is just a general reading. You don't need a question. Okay. Oh, the 2 of Cups. That's mysterious. Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to? Maybe someone you've met recently? The Lovers. I did not expect that. It seems this attraction has the potential to be life-changing, if you want it to be. And finally, the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire. I think it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel. Wow, what an interesting reading. Does it mean anything to you? You catch on quickly, don't you, sir? Quite a lot, actually. For one, he has a massive collection of books about serial killers. But also, Sam, are you a shapeshifter?
Oh shit.
I knew it! Actually, I didn't suspect a thing. So how does it work? Can you be anyone you want? Can you be Ariana Grande? So, what about you? Are you human, or are you something else? Who is Sam? This is incredible! Bronwyn and Rain are going to be so stoked. Oh, no fair. Fine, my lips are sealed. This is going to be so hard though. Who, what, patrols what? No. Should I?
And it feels like maybe, I think perhaps it's metal of some sort. Asian animal.
Don't get excited, detective. I did a criminology course. They make you buy the books.
Or blind? Of course.
You were right about Asian, a Chinese bronze lion dog statue.
Don't confirm the existence of travelers. They're not ready.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Many uses, but when used correctly...
Did you get a call from my doctor?
Your doctor did call.
Did you tell her I was being compliant?
I said you were taking the pills. Are you?
No. Not anymore.
I think you're supposed to take the pills, Violet.
Well, you're normally more forceful about it, Claude. You said my UFO was real. So why am I taking pills?
I didn't say the UFO was real.
Are you trying to make me go mad? Just an hour ago, you said there was a UFO sighting. Now it's take the pills, Violet.
You said you saw other heads when you were taken.
Yes. Other girls younger than me. nobody I recognised. They all had red hair.
Do you think this place is nearby?
Yes, they all had red hair. They were all very pretty. And they were all alive. In that moment.
Within dangerously tight circles, Uni told Ivan she'd got something to show him.
Tell me about Hong Kong. What does the name Lawrence Petrovsky mean to you? Tell me about Hong Kong.
If you know about Hong Kong, then I don't have to tell you anything. It's all in that report that you've clearly read.
What does the name Lawrence Petrovsky mean to you?
About yay high, beard, thick rim glasses. I have no idea who you're talking about.
Cack, it's only protest. He'd had to put that one out of its misery. Their misery. A stamp to the head.
I haven't asked you about Zach yet.
Until a few hours ago, I never heard of the guy. Creepy as fudge, if you ask me.
Thanks, Lexi. It's always a pleasure.
Anything for you, Chief?
White fur. What is that? A rat?
I hear you like to drug women.
That's a serious accusation, Chief. And completely false. Someone's trying to smear my good name. Who told you this?
Sam, none of your business.
Clearly, it is my business.
Just stay out of trouble.
I always do.
To kidnap?
Chief DuPont. Grave news indeed.
Will Ellis be safe with you here?
No. She wants me to keep broadcasting, which means I'll be booth-bound for most of the night. She'd be safer at home, with someone protecting her.
Can't I get someone else to handle the radio?
And murder Poe and Monroe? No, Chief DuPont. Alice couldn't take that. Not tonight. We did think of asking you to do a guest evening at some point, though, if you're interested.
No, I don't want to dilute my brand.
Then I will pencil you in, Chief. It will be an honor and a privilege. Sorry, I must go back to the broadcast. The radio, she calls me like a siren, and she must be obeyed.
The kitten's skull was softer than he expected. It caved easily.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
We padded over to inspect the darkening towel. The floor tiles, and she lowered her head. Ivan pushed her away. Not for you, Uni. Until he could no longer hear his own breathing. Until Uni stopped pacing. Until he shifted.
Violet, I'm actually a bit tied up at the moment. Well, in danger, actually.
Why don't you like me?
What? I like everyone. What makes you say that?
You told Sam I didn't like you.
It's just, when I dropped the radio off at the guest house, you weren't very welcoming.
I get suspicious of free things.
There's always strings, right? Did you feel guilty about not listening? It's okay. I'm not a doctor. So we can be friends now? Amazing. I've got a lot going on at the moment, which hopefully I'll get through. And if I do, I'll come and see you at the guest house sometime. Okay? nights.
Vanessa, read by Tex Murphy. The hole in her chest is...
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
I've done a bad thing and it's only Wednesday. Her name was Vanessa Quinn and I'm not sure I believe they exist. Even...
What can we do to help Ellis?
Haven't we done enough? Not many people get to know when they're going to die, let alone get the chance to avoid it. We've given Ellis a huge advantage.
So what should we do?
Let's just say she's got a pretty good head start. Doesn't mean she's going to win.
A solution. Pretzel. Postcard. A pair of pickle shit.
Ron, I thought about the whole restraining thing, and it's really hard to ask someone if they mind you tying them up for a while. I did a thing for Sam anyway. It might have helped.
What are you doing then?
I don't know. I don't want to lie about my alibi again though. What should I do?
Log into Tarotasm. Stay with me.
Okay, this time we'll actually stay in the same room though. And maybe we should try and hang out with Rain and Violet too. Group alibi. You're the best.
.5 seconds. 5 solar seconds. And then she finds... and catches her eye. My cow. Nods appreciatively. Mind if I try? I protest as she sits down, but it's too late.
Hello, I'm Rain.
It's then I realize Vanessa's body's gone. Just the throw remains.
Why do you think the killer's chosen Ellis?
I have absolutely no idea. I'm a redhead. I suppose I should feel left out.
But not tonight. There was a corpse walking around somewhere.
It's getting closer, isn't it?
What's getting closer? Do you think this John Pope is involved?
I doubt it. As far as I know, they're live on air a lot of the time, and not sure he could have nipped out, murdered Dorota, and made it back for the news at town.
So it could be him then?
It could be anyone. It could be you, Ray.
What's getting closer?
The event. Whatever's going to happen to Ellis. I can feel it.
And firmly behind me. Believe me now?
Hey.
How's the Ouija?
Full of annoying voices that aren't helping me. I've only just got back from the photographer's place, so I haven't had a chance to go at it yet.
Say anything about me?
I didn't ask yet about you. Do you think I should?
Yes.
Alrighty, stay there and I'll think of a question. Okay, let's see. Oh dear. I asked it if you were still the same Rain I knew and loved.
She was right. I just got away with murder. It's my lucky day, I say. Forehead and whispers, because you're an onomat. Because I'm an This is me on the
Rain, what an unexpected pleasure. Maybe you could help me with something.
Sure.
When you were here yesterday, you don't recall seeing a small green velvet pouch anywhere, do you?
No.
I need to keep looking anyway. Perhaps you can come back another time.
Want to say it's wooden,
Yes.
and there's a handle, and then it kind
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
The reason why it's heavy is in fact an Egyptian wall. It's approximately 4,500.
It's going to be soon. Whatever happens to Alice, it will be soon.
How do you know it's going to be soon?
I can sense it. Are you not picking anything up, Lex? There's a traveller nearby.
No. How do you know all this?
Masculine mainly, but I don't recommend you try it. Do you really want to hear this?
Yeah.
At uni, I read a book by Aldous Huxley called The Doors of Perception. He takes mescaline and basically trips his balls up. At the party girl I used to be thought, yay. My experience wasn't anything like his though. People looked like tiny rainbow outlines, and I would notice that some of them would just appear from nowhere. Those ones, the ones from nowhere, I think they're the travelers. They kind of merge into one person, and suddenly there's only one outline. That's what I see. But you, no drugs for you, young lady. Tea and nothing else, alright?
Dial number. After a few rings, it's answered. This is Hedges.
So, aliens. Violet. What are we thinking, Lex?
Violet and aliens? Ray, why'd you pray for them?
Because the Traveller is so powerful. It inhabits you, and you remember nothing. It goes on a killing spree, or worse, and you're held accountable. I pray for the victims, and for forgiveness, and for the unlucky person that becomes its vessel.
Have you been a vessel?
Lex, I don't know what I was doing the night Dorota died. I don't know. I don't remember. I was in my room, I was praying, but then I woke up and my hands hurt. My hands hurt. Don't you tell Bronwyn. She's got enough going on. And don't tell anyone.
Violet and aliens?
Hasn't Bron told you? Violet said she was abducted by aliens. But not your usual stick me on a slab, call me grey type aliens. Aliens that decorate.
Decorating aliens?
Exactly. I think it was using Violet for room planning. Apparently it wants a set of heads on the wall. Red heads, to be more specific.
If it's a traveller, why is it strangling people? Why August?
I have no idea. August is basically our hellmouth.
Cough. Coughing like it's her first smoke. She looks down pitifully at Long.
Sure.
As
So, Helen's written in with her dream, and she said that I was a caterpillar.
Hi, I'm Alice. I'm Alice.
Poe, what do you think that dream could mean?
So she is a king. She wants to change into something else. But because she turns back into a can't really change. So perhaps she's someone who somehow goes back to her old ways.
You know what? You are so close. Thank you very much for...
Alice, do you have the amethyst?
What? What?
Poe's amethyst pendant? The one we have the file for?
Poe,
Okay, we're playing silly buggers now. Don't worry about it. My buyer would have found something by the time you pitch up with it anyway.
Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
Red.
Al, I'm so sorry. You mean everything to me. I won't let you die.
are you okay?
Of course I'm okay. It's you who's shrouded in darkness, my love. Ella, we must finish what we started.
That's...
Us. Our love. I don't care what happens to me. I'm going to leave her. I know I keep saying it, but this time, I really do mean it. Are you ready to spend the rest of your life with me, no matter its length?
No. Yeah?
Hell, I fell in love with you the first day we met. You ripped out my heart, diced it into pieces, and reshaped it in your form. I will always be yours, forever. Hell, will you marry me?
No.
Al, I love you. You don't know how happy you've made me. My angel. My absolute angel.
Are you really married?
Yes, you've met my wife and family. They're sadly not actors I've hired to make my life look richer than it is. Tomorrow, I will tell her about us. And I will leave her. Another heart broken, another family destroyed, another villainous father.
Is your wife gonna kill me?
Since the day you arrived, my angel, How could any red-blooded man resist you?
She foolishly dreamed of TV. In truth, the parrot was better at being mother than mother had been.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Dream.
Is
Well, I'm not sure what it is, but...
Zack, the game is up. I think you should leave town.
what?
I know where you were last night. I followed you to Dorota's house. Well, I didn't know it was Dorota's house until we arrived. Call it women's intuition.
I was at the studio. You were at Dorota's.
Don't change the subject. Sam and Dupont put two and two together.
And then what?
And then they're going to arrest you. You weren't there long, I suppose, but then I guess it doesn't take you long, does it?
You were spying on me.
I followed you there, then back to the studio. You lied to the police. You lied to me. But with you, we're finished. Don't come back here again.
Well, I wish we could give everyone in August one of those.
Hose. Nosed. Nightmares.
With Poe, could be an interesting one. So this is coming from Merrick, and they say, I'm in a circus, walking on a tightrope across a pool of sharks, but the sharks don't seem to notice me. They're busy playing poker. I fall, but... Now... What?
Good evening, Zachary. That's for being a creep, that is. Now get out of my radio station. Perhaps represented as danger of certain people, people that this listener perceives as dangerous to them, and never for. I'm Poe, and this is your August update. August update.
Oh, it's Paul.
In some kind of unrelated thoughts, I'm hoping that you, as always, can.
I'm sorry, can I help you?
I've just moved in next week.
It's not a very good time at the moment, I'm afraid.
Really? Anything I can help with?
No, not really.
Also think that you are worried that you'd attract their attention.
They're busy in his dreamland.
They are. The sharks don't seem to notice you because you're just carrying on as normal. You, is that these negative people?
John, I'm gonna be fine.
How long have we been together now?
On the radio?
I started at Radio August about 2 years ago. Why?
No, I mean, do you want me to leave my wife?
I only want you to do what makes you happy. I'll be waiting for you either way.
Why didn't you tell me about Dorota?
What didn't I tell you about Dorota?
That
Can't we talk about this another time? It's just that it's late, and I'm about to get murdered. I thought you'd come to put your arms around me and tell me everything was going to be all right.
we need to talk about this.
Stay at the radio, Poe. Sam's taking care of me now. I'm gonna be saved. Didn't you know? I love you.
I love you.
And it could be you're suffering from imposter syndrome, which is actually quite a common thing to suffer from. And if good things happen to you, then please just embrace them.
Yes. Should I be surprised you've seen it? Years ago, tattoos and piercings were frowned upon, but they're all in vogue now. Maybe branding scars will be in fashion too. He didn't. He was the one in her bedroom last night. I never made it that far. I just followed him to her house. I wrongly assumed we were in a relationship. I thought that he was cheating on me. Which he was. I saw him leave Dorota's and I followed him straight after. I don't know if anyone else was there. Nobody went in or out whilst Zach was there. I tailed him as soon as he left. He drives like a maniac, so I'd lose him otherwise.
In time, but why might people wear this?
She's had it tough enough already. She wanted to check Violet was taking her pills. Apparently Violet told her to call me to confirm. She's dealing with a lot of things, just so crazy. The doctor said the aliens are delusions, a side effect of her previous alcoholism. She's been sober 6 months. I don't want to change that, Sam. The neuropathy she suffered due to alcohol is causing her problems. The pills are to try to help with that. But I guess they have side effects too. Memory loss. She's not a monster. Just a little girl lost. She was drinking to forget. She ran with a bad crowd a few years ago. They branded their backs with symbols, basically a cult. The leaders were imprisoned, but they left a lot of baggage behind. You won't get any mileage talking to her about it, I assure you. Rain's still a suspect. No corroborated alibi. Bromlin Castle has one, Lexi Taylor doesn't. Got my search back on Rain, or Petrovsky, as we should call him. He's got priors that you're looking into. Rain met Ellis when he was touting for work. He gets around quickly. Zach seems to be a fan of serial killers. At least, you've told me he has an extensive book collection on them. Ellis knows Violet because of the free radio project. Violet's been doing some web searches on Ellis. You think that's a jealous streak. I think it's a sign of the times. Still not accepted my friend request, have you? Ellis thinks Violet doesn't like her very much. I'm not sure I like you very much. Where's Brooke? Violet's just admitted being at the crime scene last night with Zach. It's not looking good for Zach now. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. I think you've narrowed it down to Zach, Rain, and Lexi. That's just my professional opinion, mind you. Feel free to ignore the person who hired you. That's it.
It can get pretty dirty, I reply. Well, I'll bet it did.
Why would she say that? That would put us both at the crime scene. Dorota was fine when I left there. She asked me to come over and watch her get her freak on, which I did, being the gentleman that I am. I misread the signal somewhat, as I thought I was supposed to join in, which was not the case. I think she threw a teddy bear at me or something. Ugh. After that I left. I had no idea Violet was spying on me.
Her demanding purr drilling into his ribcage through her paws. He lifted a numb hand and rubbed her cheek. "Sleep," he whispered. It was a hopeful plea, feebly delivered. Uni's reply, a loud and indignant meow, was an order. This could only mean one thing. Ivan sat up, scooped Uni to the floor and pulled on the t-shirt. She waited for him to stand, then led him down to the kitchen, herding his slow bare feet in dangerously tight circles. Uni was a hunter, and experience told Ivan she'd got something to show him. He hoped it was a mouse or a vole. At least they were always dead. He'd had too many stunned, lopsided sparrows flapping around his kitchen. One robin, several blackbirds, usually downy fledglings with wide beaks and tails that hadn't even grown yet. Last time, she caught a magpie. It was bigger than her body, yet she still picked it up to present to him. Its pitiful cack, 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 its only protest. He'd had to put that one out of its misery. He put all of them out of their misery. A stamp to the head, the tiniest cracking of skull, blood and feathers on the ground. It was kinder that way. The kitchen was quiet. The small heaped body on the mat by the cat flap didn't seem to be moving. These were... What is that?
I couldn't do this without him. He looks out for me. He's my best friend. What do you know, Sam? It's true. A girl likes to keep her options open. What if someone new were to turn up in town and I realize that I like them more? No. Never mind, Sam. That's not what I was getting at. At all. It's not what it sounds like. Dorota lost her scholarship. She said it was an administrative error. She showed me the letter and everything. No, I didn't. I told you he'd asked to take pictures of me. He never asked if we were selling a pendant together. The money was for her, Sam, so she could have her dream of being a cellist. I wanted her to have her dream. It doesn't matter now. No, not exactly. I told him I was in trouble with credit cards, and he offered to bail me out. I asked if I could have one of his artifacts, and of course he gave it to me. I just want to make people happy, to put out into the world what I want back. Is that too much to ask? It hasn't made me happy yet, but maybe one day someone will.
She was sitting up.
Yes, I'm surprised she told you about that. How did that come up? I see. There's a plethora of ways you could have protected your source, but instead you pretend you've been having breakfast with us. Maybe you should see a psychiatrist, Sam. I can recommend a good one. I didn't expect news to travel this fast. You can't tell anyone else. I've not told my wife yet. I think she should at least hear it from me. I will leave my wife either way. I do hate people that jump ship only when another ship pulls up alongside them. If I drown, it's only right and fair. You can't condone my actions, I understand. Divorce is strangely delicious. A great polarizing topic for society. So many people think it's clearly wrong. So many people think it's clearly acceptable. As the tide turns, the stigma fades. Enjoy your life, I hope you'll be once a bit right.
To be honest, it might just have been someone imagining that that's what aliens look like. It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw.
Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock this hour. For that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock this hour. For that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock this hour. For that matter, little green
Good call. If she's not here, she can't get hurt.
I don't understand. You're staying here, but you want me to leave? Where should I go?
Good call. If she's not here, she can't get hurt.
I don't understand. You're staying here, but you want me to leave? Where should I go? Be careful, Sam.
Good call. If she's not here, she can't get hurt.
I don't understand. You're staying here, but you want me to leave? Where should I go? Be careful, Sam.
Good call. If she's not here, she can't get hurt.
I don't understand. You're staying here, but you want me to leave? Where should I go? Be careful, Sam.
from one. Alice is safe. You can tell her that. We have another target, Sam. It's not good. Sam, come back to me as soon as you can, alright? Alice is safe.
Sam,
You can tell her
I'm
that.
so glad you're here.
We have
I
another
got
target,
scared,
Sam. It's
but I
not
didn't want to
good.
run. I came back so I
Come
could
back to me as
face
soon as you can,
whatever
alright?
it
Alice
is.
safe.
Sam,
You can tell her
I'm
that.
so glad you're here.
We have
I
another
got
target,
scared,
Sam. It's
but I
not
didn't want to
good.
run. I came back so I could face whatever it is. Sam, I'm so glad you're here. I got scared, but I didn't want to run. I came back so I could face whatever it is. Sam, I'm so glad you're here. I got
You're right.
scared, but I didn't want to
I should
run.
still go.
I came back so I could face
You look after
whatever it
yourself.
is. Sam,
When I get back, I want you
Right.
to still be here. I should still
got
go.
it? I came back so I could face
You look after
whatever it
yourself.
is. Sam,
When I get back, I want you to still be here. I should still
got
go.
it?
It's 11 o'clock. I'm Poe, and this is your
When I
August
get back,
update.
I want
Police
you to
investigating the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw say they are getting closer to apprehending the killer. The death of Miss Shaw, who was found strangled at her home late last night, has sparked a massive police operation and caused alarm among Shaw's residents. Monroe has some personal business to attend to, but she sends you all her love and hopes to be back on the air tomorrow. And Monroe, if you can hear me, I'm sending my love hopes to be back on the air tomorrow. That's 11 o'clock with Poe. If you can hear me, I'm sending my love hopes to be back on the air tomorrow. That's 11 o'clock with Poe. If you can
Sam,
hear me, I'm sending my
I have some bad news. We've done a group reading.
Sam,
And it's you. I have some bad news. We've done a group reading. We can't predict that. It's you. I have some bad news. The next victim. We've done a group reading. We can't predict that. It's you. I have some bad news. The next victim. We've done a group reading. We can't predict that. It's you. I think you've interfered too much. That's why you're the next target. It's you. I've called Chief DuPont already. He's asked that you meet with him. You should go, Sam. I've called Chief DuPont. Be careful. He's asked that you meet with him. You should go, Sam. I've called Chief DuPont. Be careful. He's asked that you meet with him.
Sam, it's almost midnight. You're still alive. This is a good thing. But no one's even attempted to kill you yet. You're still alive, giving me a lot of evidence. This is a good thing. Enough to arrest someone who's even attempted to kill you yet. You're still alive. Make the right decision. This is a good thing. You should say we don't. Attempted to kill you yet. Well, you're still alive. Make the right decision. Got to sleep at some point. Say we don't. I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house. Make the right decision. It might not be enough. So I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house. Who should I arrest? It might not be enough. So I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house. During that whole thing with Alice, the only people I couldn't keep track of were Rain, Zach, and during that whole thing with Alice, the only people I couldn't keep track of were Rain, Zach, and that's why you're here. Thing with Alice. Out of those three names, who was with Dorota at the time of her murder, or who has an alibi that doesn't check out? Out of those three names, who was with Dorota at the time of her murder, or who hasn't given me a name check out? Out of those three names, Sam was with Dorota at the time. Zach, I don't trust him either. He's definitely creepy. I'll go and pick him up myself. Zach, with all the information you've given me, I think it'll be enough. Definitely. Maybe he'll confess too. That will help. Good luck, Sam. With all the information you've given me, I think it'll be enough. You're still in danger. Maybe he'll confess too. That will help. Good luck, Sam. With all the information you've given me, I think it'll be enough. You're still in danger. Maybe he'll confess too. Good luck, Sam. With all the information you've given me, I think it'll be enough. You're still in danger. Maybe he'll confess too.
Sam, you asked for these earlier. Make sure you get some sleep now. You'll need it. Sam, you asked for these earlier. Make sure you get some sleep now. You'll need it. Sam. Asked for these earlier. Make sure you get some sleep now. You'll need it. Sam.
I'm sorry, that was in bad taste. Bronwyn asked me to check that you're okay, and you seem to be. Well done catching a killer, by the way. Hopefully you did. Scream if you need me. I'm sorry. That was a bad.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is Poe with your August update. We don't normally have them at this time, but since there's a killer on the loose, I feel it's my duty to keep the radio station manned. I personally spoke with Chief DuPont earlier, and he thinks it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is Poe with your August. Until that happens, though, please lock your doors and stay inside. Remain vigilant to keep the radio station. Light has faded. I personally so has my fortitude, and he thinks I see things in shadow, behind doors, under desks. Lock your doors and I hear the chattering of teeth, the glee of insects waiting to feed on me. Has my the studio undulates like a heart that beats its last beats. I can't go on. I must beg. Forgive me, Lady August. Forgive me. Like a heart that beats its last beats. I can't go on. I must.
You're still with us?
Forgive me, Lady.
I have to give you a pretty high dose of Rohypnol to drag you in here.
Like a heart that beats its
I could have killed you with a broom, of course.
I can't go
I'm pretty suspicious. You're still with us?
Forgive me, Lady.
Yes, I'm Wayne. I can't remember. I don't remember. I'm being possessed, but I can't get too suspicious. They don't care, Sam. They don't care what happens to the vessel. Some sick travelers using me as a killing machine, and then they'll just dump us. They don't care, Sam. I'm going to get you stuck. They don't care what happens to the vessel. Some sick travelers using me as a killing machine, and then they'll just dump us. They don't care, Sam. I'm going to get you stuck. They don't care what happens to the vessel. Some
Ray.
travelers using me as a killing machine, and then they'll just. You're Sam.
I'm
wrong.
Ron.
I don't care what happens to the vessel.
Ray.
Is it really you? Ronna, you're Sam. I don't know what to do.
I can help you. Just on time.
Yeah, of course. Is it really you? Ronna, you're Sam. I don't know what to do.
I can help you. Just on time.
Yeah, of course. Is it really you? Ronna, you're Sam. I don't know what to do.
I can help you. Just on time.
Yeah, of course. Is it really you? Ronna? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, of course.
Just on time.
I don't know what to do. Yeah, of course. I don't know what to do.